My next guest is back in action. He's going to be taking on Ian Garry, UFC 273 on April 9th. It's Darian Weeks joining me here on the program. Darian, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How you doing today, sir?
Doing very well. Where are you right now? It looks like you're at like a, I don't know, like a restaurant or something. Where are you?
Oh, no, I'm just at the gym training right now.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Finish up some cardio and stuff.
Gotcha. So I wasn't right on the restaurant. It looks good. Look, cool background, though, you got there at the gym, though. That looks pretty awesome.
Definitely is.
Good stuff, man. So tell me when you found out about this fight, it looked like you got a full camp.
Yeah, I found out of it probably towards the end of January, I want to say. Okay. So just a few weeks after my last fight. More than excited to be back in the UFC cage. More than excited to be against the opponent that I'm against, and more than excited to actually have a full camp.
Yeah, I was going to say, the last fight, I know, short notice against Brian Barberena. It's always good to get that UFC experience, though. So what did you take away the most from that performance? You fought a really tough veteran.
I just took away from the experience the whole UFC fight week. I got there probably a day late, but got all the, same stuff, did the poster signings, did the interviews, did the pictures, just settling in with all of that. And really just taking in the whole first experience. It was my debut. Anybody could ask that they would love for a debut to be on a fight they were ready for, but, I'm not going to complain. I had a great opponent in Brian Barberena, a veteran of the UFC. We had a wonderful fight, I feel like. We both had fun in there. We both got to bang. So I'm not going to be too disappointed, even if things didn't go my way. And I'm just excited and strapped in, ready for this next experience.
What was it like when you found out you were fighting Ian Garry, who obviously has a lot of hype behind him? He's Irish. They're kind of making McGregor comparisons. What was your familiarity with him before taking the fight?
To be honest, I didn't have any really familiarity with him. I was only familiar with him after they sent me the fight. I looked him up, seen who it was, seen how his first fight went, and was more than happy to fight him. Conor McGregor comparison, people are gonna say what they want to say. You know how fans are. They don't quite know how this game works. They don't know the inside of it. So they see some flashy lights and they call it a star. So I give it to him, that if he wants to be a star, he can go ahead. I want to be the most lethal man in the UFC. So I'm kind of chasing something a little different. But I'm more than ecstatic to go up against him. I'm more than ecstatic to get this win, get my hand raised at the end of the night, and move on towards the more fights in my career.
Yeah, and I mentioned it there. Obviously, there's a lot of hype behind this guy. I think, a lot of people are fan favorites of him. Do you like being in that position of being able to spoil the party, spoil the hype train, so to speak?
Maybe not. I don't know about spoil it. I definitely am excited to show people that I'm not the one to be a hype train against. Maybe he will be hype and he will beat all these people in the UFC. That's after he takes a loss to me. He might go on to a 9-fight win streak after this. I'm not, who's to say, but I will say that April 9th will not be his night. He will take some things away from that night. He will change some things in his game. He will learn some things in his game. And, and then maybe he'll come on to be very successful. Who's to say, I just know what I'm capable of. Don't know what other fighters are capable of. Don't know who else will be beat or who will beat him. But I know that on April 9th, I will come out with the win. And we will both continue our careers after that.
Did you see his debut against Jordan Williams? And if so, what did you think?
Yes, sir, I did. I didn't think Conor McGregor. That's the number one thing I didn't think. I didn't think Takeover Part 2. I didn't think that. I saw a guy with a bunch of talent. I saw a guy with some good striking. And then I saw a guy with holes in his game. So I took away all those three things. I took those to my camp and in consideration, getting prepared for this. And then we understood, what type of athlete he is, what type of guy he is, what he's capable of and what he isn't capable of. And I took all those things away from that fight, and then I go ahead and went to training camp and got ready for this fight.
Speaking of training camp, you're at the gym right now. Who've been some of the main training partners helping you get ready for this fight?
A few here and there, some known, some unknown. Just mostly just kind of stylistic, his style. Also been trying to get some wrestlers in here just in case, that he's had he's had his first debut. He's seen where he got touched up. He knows what people will prepare for. So I wouldn't be, surprised if he came out with maybe some new tools in his game. Maybe, let's try to wrestle. Let's try to do jujitsu, something different. And that's fine. I've been training for all around. I've been training 100% with, top athletes, top strikers, top wrestlers. So I'm prepared for, whatever he may employ.
And imagine the weight cut's going well. We got a little bit of time here before April 9th.
Yeah. Weight cut's going perfect. I'm right on schedule with everything. I'm feeling great. I'm looking great. I'm not tiring out. I don't feel weary. I'm still getting to, put some nutrients in my body. So my weight cut's feeling good, and I'm feeling awesome and prepared for April 9th.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
My original coach is it's Robert Hewlett, John Moppins, and then my boxing mitt coach, Jose Zaragoza.
Gotcha. Love it, man. How's this fight playing out? I know, like you said it there, you're going to get the win. How do you envision it playing out?
Like I said, we're both UFC athletes. We're both meant to be taken seriously. So I'll take them seriously through the whole fight. If that leads me to a first round, second round finish, I'll take it there. If that leads me to a dominant, unanimous decision, I'm fine with that too. Any way I can employ my game, and if he feels like if he can avoid a lot of my strikes until the bell rings, we'll go to unanimous decision. But if he can't, we'll see an early night, and we'll see me check out of there with a finish.
What are some of your hobbies outside of fighting? What do you like doing on your downtime? You a video game guy? You Netflix? You watch other sports? What would I find you doing? I know you're training all the time, but you probably get a little bit of downtime.
Most of my downtime, if the weather's great, I'll be outside playing basketball. I love
awesome.
playing basketball. It's a fun sport. It's also a sport where you can get a lot of cardio in if you guys are running game after game. But if I'm inside, I'm usually watching superhero cartoons.
Cool.
I like DC cartoons are my favorite. I watch the Justice League. I'm in a little Justice League episodes right now. I can't wait to get back to after I get out of the gym. Or I'm playing the video game. Everybody loves video games nowadays. I can't lie. I'm waiting to play the UFC until I'm on there.
Right. I understand. Yeah, I get it.
But I do play Madden and 2K and all that, and just kind of something to do with my downtime like that.
That's good. You mentioned playing basketball. Are you an NBA fan as well?
I'm not. I don't keep up with the NBA a lot. The NBA moves too fast. They're always trading players and they're always switching teams. And
it is really like a players run league now. It compared to when I was growing up, like I remember you had like your stars and they, had like, they were on the same team for a while. Right now it's like everyone's shifting around. It's sort of the players are kind of calling the shot.
Even in the middle of the season, they switch around. I mean, it could be 10 games in and they're like, all right, well, this guy gets traded to here. So I am a fan of James Harden. I do like James Harden. And the Memphis seems to be doing real good right now. They seem to have a lot of athletes on there. And so I'm excited because it's been, before these last 3 years, it's been a while since the Memphis Grizzlies. Back when Tony Allen, was on the Memphis Grizzlies is when they were actually doing good. So I'm glad to see them picking back up. Those have to be my two favorite parts of the NBA right now.
Might have to end the interview here. I'm not a big Memphis Grizzlies guy because I'm from Vancouver, Canada. We lost the Grizzlies to Memphis, and a little bitter. But no, they have a cool logo and stuff. It kind of sucks that we don't have a basketball team anymore because our team was terrible. At least in Memphis they had a good team for a couple of years there with Jason Williams and all that.
Definitely they did.
Yeah, so there we go. All right, Darian, thanks so much for doing this, man. We're looking forward to it. UFC 273, April 9th. Anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media? I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I have to thank, first of all, my management team, Iridium. Appreciate them for doing the best they can, putting me in position to win in position. I also have to thank SC Fuel, one of my food sponsors. They keep my body nourished. They keep me in shape. And then also CG Salty Sun out of Columbia, Missouri, one of the best CBD products that you guys can get on the market right now. Definitely, and that's it. Holler, shout out to all the fans that are rooting for me, and let's do UFC 273.